connection now. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Chili from O-Town. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me. The first thing I was going to do today, I have Midnight Madness's challenge on the board. Yesterday, I was on a profit of the 140. So, right here, let's go over here. All right, so right here, this is Midnight Madness. This is my bankroll for the Midnight Madness 30-day challenge. All right, so what we do first, we have not to worry about a pass lane because we're not keeping up with that. So what we do first, we establish a point. It's the first thing that we would like to be able to accomplish. So we're going to dice her out. All right, we got a 156. So we have a new point today, 15. Right here. So we have an implosion on both dice. 156. So our point is a 6. So I'm going to go ahead and put a new 6 in. So you can see these stats. So right there, I've got the third 6 in. So our point is a 6. All right. So this time we go with the 440. No, the 640, excuse me. We're going with the 640. So there's our 640. I'm just going to cash them in, color them in for the 2 blacks. Alright, so we have the strategy calls for establish a point and take 1 hit. So the point's a 6. We're looking for the 1 hit. 3, 2, 3, 6 on the set. That's right. Got aces. So that doesn't help. So we get aces. Go ahead and write that in. I don't know if we're supposed to write that in. He said, I don't think he said 1 roll. I think he said 1 hit. Either 1 inside hit or till the point resolves itself, basically. You can either take 1 inside hit all right, here we go. Dice roll. Dice roll. And there we go. 156. So that was our point, was 156, and we hit the point of a 156. Alright, so we get paid 140. That's not a 1. That green must have been in the black chip. 140. Alright, so there's our hit, 140. There's our profit, 140. Alright, so we pick this up. And we'll play again tomorrow. So we made our point. We hit our 6. That's the Midnight Madness challenge. So again, today, the new point's a 6. We hit a 6. So we'll set that up there. That's the Midnight Madness challenge. Let me text him right quick in the group. It won't take me but just a second. Today, day 2. Point come out. Point established. Of a 6. 640 across. $6.40 across. Hit. Ace ace. Then hit 6. Profits. Equal 140 today. That's the Midnight Madness Challenge. Alright, so I got that sent to him. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do. Today I'm gonna swap back over now. Let me go and show you that KPI. So see right there. We hit a 6 yesterday, then a 6, we hit come out 6 and we made our point. Then today we hit a come out 6, we hit a 2 and then a 6. So there's that. Now I'm gonna go back over. Here's today's stats only. And so what I'm gonna do now, I'll put Midnight Madness I put my bankroll for the Midnight Madness Challenge up there. That's where that stays. This is the $1,000 bankroll. This is a normal $1,000 starting out bankroll that I normally start with every day. Let me do something here because I've got to do this every single time. And I don't know what's happened to my settings, but every single time that I go in and out of live, I have to go and refresh, cut on, put a new stream key in, refresh the chat, all kind of stuff. I don't know why. All right, so I've got it working. All right, so here we go. So today's challenge, not today's challenge. So now we're on a. We've got our $1,000 bankroll. So 100, 200 plus 5 is 7, 8, 9, 10. There's our $1,000 bankroll. We're going to do our normal $10 pass line. We're going to do a $25 ATS. Just going to do some shooting today. Let me start out right here. I'm only trying to start out with a establish a point. That's all we do. When we come out. That's right. Hardway 8. That's a primary hit. Marker 8 on the top. That's a primary hit. Alright. So now we're going to do our 220. I like this 220 strategy. You're not too heavily invested, but at the same time, this gives you a little flexibility to regress down. All right, we got a 5-6 yoke. That's an on-axis double pitch. 5-6 yoke. On-axis double pitch. Alright, so we'll mark our yo in our tracker. Alright. That's right. Hardway 10. Now the right dice imploded to create a 10. We have no money working on it yet because we only start with the inside numbers. If we can get an inside hit, we spread to the outside. That's right. Alright, we've got a 3-3, hardway 6. That is a primary hit. Primary hit, 3-3. Mark that 6. Pay 70. 60 up there, pay 70. I put 35 on the 4, 35 on the 10. 3-2, 3-6 on the set. That's right. 459. The right dice imploded. 459. We hit the 9. That's our second hit. All right, that plays 70. That's what we're going to do. We are going to regress as normal. We take that 4 and 10 down to quarters, and we regress the inside to 130. But I want you to pay attention quickly to the board and just look at the board. Now, this is what I hit. I come out with an 8, and then I hit a yo, a 10, a 6, and a 9. So all I need is a 12 to make a tall. Now, it's worth my while at this point to go ahead and cut these placements off. I'm going to cut them off, and I'm going to go ahead with the 6-4, 6-5 set and go ahead for, 2 or 3 rows, 4 or 5 rows maybe, to see if I can short shoot that 12. And hopefully along the way, if it takes me several rows, hopefully along the way I can go ahead and hit a 2 or a 3. That's right. Now 12 will come on the primary axis if I can hit it. Alright, we've got a 134. 134. We have money on it, but we're not working the 4 right now. We're not working any. Alright, so the right dice imploded, I believe. Yeah, the right dice imploded. The 6-4 stayed on axis. The left dice stayed on axis, but the right dice imploded. But I've been having that several rows. If you remember these hard 10, which was a 5-5, that was an implosion of the right. So I'm still going to stick with this set for a minute. Place bets are not on, so they're not in jeopardy. So again, this time the right dice exploded. 145. All right, so now we've hit the 4 and the 5. So now what we need is we don't need the yo, but we need the other 3 extreme numbers. So we're going to stay with this set for a few more minutes, or for a few more shots. And try to pop some of these extremes. 1-1. There's aces. So that's an on-axis primary hit from this dice set. Aces. Aces in both places. Alright, so see, that's why we jumped over to the set. That's why we cut the place bets off and jumped to the set, because we are only 2 numbers away from it. We're 1 number away from a small, we're 1 number away from a tall. So, that's why we changed sets. Just to try to pop these extremes. And there's a 2-4-6. Now the right dice exploded again. No, the right dice imploded. No, it's an explosion. Actually, so 2-4-6. It's an explosion. The right dice exploded. If we hit a 6, we're not working place bets right now, so no worries. We need a 3. Okay, so that was actually a drift. We hit a 2-4. That was actually a drift. So both dice. That was a drift. My bad. All right, so we need a 3 and a 12. So it's worth cutting the place bets off, changing dice sets, and giving it a few throws. Boom, look there. Sharp shot. 12-12. Tall made. That is a tall. That is a tall, my friends. Whoop, whoop. So that 12, my dice table pays $3.50 for $10. It pays $35 for 1. I've got $10 up, so there's $3.50. All right. So the next thing is I only need a 3 right now to complete an all. So I'm going to stay with the dice set. I'm staying with this dice set. Now I would need No, I'm actually going to go to the 2, 1, 1, 2. Let me see where them 7s are at on that. No, I don't really want to go with that. I'm going to stay with that 6465. I'm going to stay with 6465 because I can hit it with a single pitch in that format. A double pitch would net me a 7 on this set, but a single pitch could net me a 3. So I'm not going to change. I'm going to go with the 6465. Trying to hit a 3. We got a 628. Alright, so that's an on-axis single pitch. There's a single pitch. Primary, secondary on-axis hit. So there is a single pitch. It just needed to rotate. Both of them needed to rotate. This one needed to rotate 2 more spins. So actually the single pitch on this one, 6465, that one turned there, and this one turned to, that was the single pitch right there, 6-2. Alright, so 6465. We're going to stay with it for a little bit longer. It's worth it. It's worth trying to hit. Two 6-8. Alright, so this time the left dice, let's see if it exploded. The left dice imploded, the right dice stayed on axis. So let's do this. Let's look for the 3-1, 3-2. How about that? Let's go with 3-1, 3-2. That way we've got a on-axis primary hit. We've got 3. Alright, so here it is. We're going with the 3-1, 3-2 dice set. We're just looking for a 3. If we can get a 3, which a 3 on this dice set will be a primary hit. A hardway 6, a hardway 8, or a 3 will be a primary hit, or 6-5 yoke. So we're looking for a 3 to complete an all, I'm sorry. Alright, so dice are out. Three, hardway 6, there's a primary hit. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going with this same dice set, so we're going to cut our placements back on now. Because we are using a hardway, we are using a, what did I say, a 3-1, 3-2? Yeah, we're using a 3V set. It's just a set that could net us a 3 on axis primary hit. So we're going to cut our placements back on and shoot with this dice set and see if we can either hit place bets or get that 3. 6-5 yoke. So that's an on-axis hit. Is that an on-axis? 6-5 yoke? No, it would have been 5-6 yoke. So that is a yoke. That's a yoke. No harm, no foul. So 3-1. No, 6-5 yoke was yeah. 6-5 yoke was an on-axis. So hold on. Are we doing 3-2? No, we're doing 3-1. All right, we're doing 3-1, 3-2. So 6-5 yoke was not on axis. Excuse me. We're trying to hit an on-axis primary hit, the number 3, so that we can complete an all. Boom! Check it out. Look at them dice. On axis, primary hit. small, because we got $10 on it, and it pays $8.80 for the tall. So what I do, I'm just going to drop $120 right back into the dealer bank. Now, my $1,000 buy-in is completely paid off. There's the tall. There's the all. That's the complete. That's the whole thing. That's the all. All right, so now what I do, casino will allow me to rebuy the all, tall, small since I resolved it. It has been resolved because I hit it. So I'm going to reset the numbers, and I'm going to put quarters up. I'm not even going to put them all the way on the top, on the small. I mean, I'm not even going to put them on the board up there. I'm just going to leave them right here. That's what we have up. So the ATS is restarting. Our place bets are up. Now, since we gained that, meaning we're just going to leave our place bets on. We're going to start pressing. We don't even have to go all the way down to 76 inside now. All right, so we're going to go back to the 3-2-3-6 set for a couple of hits. Dice route. All right, we got a 145. So there's our first new number on the small. We've got 49 on it. I mean, we got 35 on it, so it pays 49. I'm just going to go ahead and pay it this away. 49, because I don't have any ones. Normally I would say 1 for 50, but I don't have any ones. And then let's just start pressing. We'll take the 5 and 9 up. That's sister. We're going to press sister numbers, but we're going to press and collect. That was a press, so the next row is a collect. So here we go, 3-2-3-6 on the set. Now the difference in this set nets a 8, it nets 6, it nets a 6, a 8, a 8, and a 6. All right, if I go back to what I did to start with, the 3-1, not to start with, what I did to complete that small, or the tall, I mean the off, I can go with set 3-1-3-2. What that nets is a 6, a 3, a 8, and a yoke. So I will stick with that for a few minutes, because the other way around, you got two ways to hit the 6 and 2 ways to hit the 8. On this one, you got 4 different on-axis primary hits, which 2 of these are the extremes, and then the other 2 is the 6 and 8. So let's try it that way for a moment. We're going 3-1-3-2 on the set. And it didn't matter. We hit a 7. It wouldn't matter that time. All right, so all good. It's all good. So we're down here. But let's look at the stats now. Everything's down right there, so the money's clear. That was a 7. All right, so let's take a look at that. So this was all the profits. And just remember now, this is the profits, and we've paid back our $1,000 bankroll, so we don't owe the bank anything. This is complete profit. One shooter, completing the all, tall, small. So now that we've got this, which I don't even know what this is, but there's 800 right there just in black. That's 900. That's 1,000 right there, not counting these greens, not counting them reds, not counting that. This is roughly 400 right here. So we're looking at 14 plus $100 off of that shooter alone. Now keep in mind, the all, tall, small paint is $15.80, so we actually lost some money because but I don't know how we lost money. I guess we pressed at the end. I don't know how we lost money because we took our 2 hits. Okay, so we didn't get all our money back out the board. That's okay. All right, so now that we know that we're up over 1,400, let's look at the stats for that shooter. That shooter rolled 15 rows, and the 6 was the dominant number, followed by the 8 and the yo. The yo, I know one of the yos come on way of on axis, I believe, primary hit, but I know one time it was a drift. All right, but the 2, the 3, and the 12, no, the 2, the 2, the 3, and the 12, which is the extreme numbers, they come on axis primary hits. That's the important thing to me, is I'm hitting sets. I changed the dice set in order to have different results, and it worked. I got the results that I was looking for. That's the main important thing that I was doing right there. So that was the main thing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a $10 pass line. I'm going to put a $25 ATS, and we're just going to start out. We're just going to start out with the let's get them two right there. We're going to start out right here with the 3-2. No, the 3-1, 3-2. We're just going to start out with the 3-1, 3-2 this time. We're going. Well, no. I'm going to take that back. We're going to start out with the 3-2, 3-6 because the 3-1, 3-2 can yield two different crouch numbers. Well, actually, it can only yield the 3 or the yo that's off axis. I mean this. We're going to start with the 3-2, 3-6. That's right. 6-5 yo. And that's a drift. That's an off axis. That's a drift. That's a front line winner. Pass $10. Mark the yo in the. Mark the yo. All right, now that we've got the yo out of the way, we're gonna go ahead now and go to 3-2, 3-1, 3-2. We're gonna go ahead now. Because now that was a front line winner, so if we already hit a 3 right here, we won't be in the hole. And we got the 3, just what I said, if we already hit the 3. But this is an off-axis 3, because my dice set was a 3-1, 3-2. So this dice set is off-axis, but hey, I got the 3. I was trying to hit the 3, so there's that $10 I have to repay. All right, so now that I've got the 3 out of the way, we can go to the 6-4, 6-5 now. That way we can either hope to hit the aces or the midnight. That's the point of this dice set, to either hit aces or midnight. That's right. Now we got a 5-3-8. 5-3. So 6-4, 6-5. Produced an 8. All right, so here's what happened. 6-4, 6-5. That one imploded, and that one exploded. So we had a drift. 6-4, 6-5. It produced 8. All right, so let's just do this. We're going to go ahead and go 220 again. We need quite a few numbers before we would get back to a small top. So we are going to go ahead with our 220. We're just going to use the 6-4, 6-5 set, trying to net the aces or the 12. And we got the aces. Boom. That's an on-axis primary hit. Aces. All right, so there's the aces. We got aces out of our way. Now, what we would like to do here, we still need a 12, but we need quite a few more numbers. We need a 4, 5, and a 6 on the small end. So now we can go back to the 3-2, 3-6 set. Since we got place bits up, we want to go ahead and try to go ahead and work some of these place bits now, while working our way towards a little bit few more of them inside ATS numbers. We've already got 3 of the 4 extremes out of the way. The dice hit the 4. That's going to be, I'm calling that as a no-roll because the dice hit the board. I was not. Now, I really don't think the casino would allow me to call it for a no-roll, but whenever the dice scraped the board, I kind of stopped my throw. So, even, I don't know if they would allow that, but whenever I draw back and then my dice hit the board, I just kind of froze my hand up and tried to stop it, and they didn't roll but just a couple of feet, so they didn't even get close to the back wall, so I'm not calling that a shot. I might need to, but I'm not. Dice roll. Alright, we got a 4-2-6. 4-2, the right dice imploded. That's a 4. It was on the 4. You can rewind the video and look at it. 4-2-6. The dice, that's an implosion on the right dice. 4-2-6. So we got our first hit on our inside number. It pays 70. Alright, we're going to take 35 on the 35 on the 10, 35 on the 4. We're going to mark the 6 in the tracker. There we go. We're going to stay with 3-2-3-6. Only if we get several more of the big numbers before we need to change sets again, because we've hit the two small extreme numbers. That's right. We got a 3-5-8. So we made our point. 3-5-8. The right dice imploded. But it pays 70. And it pays 10 on the front line. So what we do, we go ahead and we reduce to 130 on the inside. And we collect our pass line. We cut our place bets off. And we mark our 8 on the tall. And we're looking for a new come out. So I'll put the 8 in the tracker. Alright, so we're going to stick with 3-2-3-6 for a minute. Because we still need a 4 and a 5, a 9, 10, and a 12. So it's no need in not going with the 3-2-3-6 until we get comfortable with our place bets. There's our 4. 1, 3, 4. Now the left dice imploded this time to create a 4. We've got our 4. Only number we like from hitting a small is the 5. So we're going to leave our place bets working. We actually got, if we were to hit a 7, if we were to hit a 5, we could win 350 right here. So with us only needing a 5, we could actually lay the 5 to try to make a guaranteed lockup profit. That might not be a bad idea. Let's just think on that for a minute. If we hit the 7, if we lay the 5, let's say if we hit the 5, we could win 350. So if we laid the 7, say for 250 or 240, 240 would net us 160 minus the VIG, which would be an $8 VIG. So we'd make 152. But if we hit the 5, we would lose the 250 and win 350, so we'd make 100. So that might be kind of steep. Might could go to say 210. That way, if we make the 5, we would lose the 210, but we'd make 350, so we'd net 140. But if we missed the 5 and hit the 7, we would make 140 minus the VIG. So that might be the thing to do, is lay the 5 for 210. That would be about the appropriate bet, but I'm not going to do that at all. I could do that and guarantee locking myself up around at least 130, 140 bucks. 140 minus a $7 VIG. So, that's really the smartest thing to do. So, let's take the 10 and put it on the 4, and that 10 and put it on the $10. All right, so we had 35 out here. We put the quarter on the 5, on the 9. We put the other 10s each off of the 9 on the 10, and we put the 10 off the 5 on there. So what we're going to do is go ahead and lay the 5 for 210. We're going to lay it for 210. That way we're guaranteeing locking a profit, because that's the only number we need. All right, let's go. 3-2-3-6 on the set. So what we're going to do, since we would really hope that we don't hit the, we would really hope that we do. It don't really matter if we hit it or not. We're going to lock up the same amount of profit, nearly about, within $7 either way. But we need a 9, 10, and a 12 for the top. So we're going to stay with, we'll go ahead and we're going to go with 3-2-3-6. 136 because we need a couple more inside hits, like the 8, 9, and the 10, or the 9 and 10 for sure. There's our 10, 5, 5, hardway 10. Right dice it imploded. We got 35 on it, so for $1 it pays 70. And we're just going to collect this one. We'll collect that. We're not going to reduce the 9, the 6, or the 8, or the 14. We're just going to leave them like they are. And if we was to somehow now need a 9, only a 9, we would do something different. But right now we still need a 9 and a 12. And there's our 6, 1, 5, 6. So this time we have implosion on both dice. That's a grip issue. So we hit a 6, we've got 30 on it, it pays 35. So we're going to do this number here now. We're going to cut all place bets off. Place bets are off. Our ATS is on. Well, our ATS don't cut off. But what I meant to say was our lay bet is on. Place bets are off. We're going to change the dice set to 6, 4, 6, 5. We're going to try to get that. We're going to try to go ahead and get the 12 out of the way. Because if we can get the 12, then we can lay the 9 just like we did the 5, and we can guarantee locking up a profit. So dice are out. 5, 6, yo. 5, 6, yo. So the left dice this time, it exploded. We got a yo. We're looking for a 12. 6, 4, 6, 5. And just to make things interesting, you know, we could be playing other bets. We could be playing hard ways. We could be playing with this set, 6, 4, 6, 5 set. We could really be playing the homers with this set. Because this set, I feel like, will produce several home numbers. 1, 3, 4, we made our point. Alright, we hit our point. So that's a $10 front line winner. We're not working place bets on it, so we've hit our point. Our place bets are off regardless. But we're going to stay with the 6, 4, 6, 5. On the come out, we're trying to go ahead and get that 12. Because if we can go ahead and get that 12, we can lay that 9. For a guaranteed profit. There's a 10. So we got close to it, but we didn't get it. 5, 5 is, well, the left dice exploded. The right dice is on axis. Alright, so here we go. Our new point's a 10. We'll put that in the tracker. 6, 4, 6, 5 is our dice set. We are trying to snipe that 12. We didn't get it. We've got a 2, 5, 7. So we hit our 7. This is what we did though. Our place bets were not working. We only needed a 5. But we had changed dice sets trying to produce a 12 so that we could lay the 9 because we needed a 9 and a 12. We was trying to hit that 12 so we could go ahead and lay that 9 as we did the 5. Alright, so right here, this is 110. That's a lay bet. It pays us, no, that's 210, excuse me. It pays us 140 minus a $7 bid. So if I give the dealer $7 for the bid, he's going to give me 140. So that was a guaranteed profit of 140. There's the 140, plus I get my 210 back. Alright. So that was the best, that was the right move that time. If I would have hit the 5, I would have lost that 210, but it would have paid me 350. Place bets did not go away because I had them off. Had them off. All right, so the big is up. I got to put the new ATS up, which is 25, and I got to put the new pass line up, which is 10. All right, there we go. So we got the big, we got the place bets back up. We've got the pass line back up, and the place bets are still on. I mean, they're still up, but they're off because we got a new shooter coming out. So a new shooter would not have them play. I would not have them playing. All right, let's go ahead and turn that in to 100. Go ahead and get rid of some red. Color up a little. There's the 100. Go ahead and put that in there. All right, so here's how we stand. We've got 35 and 35 here. That's 70 plus 110. So we got 180 on the board. That's ours. There's 1,000 in black. There's another 100 here, so that's 1,100. We've got almost, probably about 425 right there. And that. So we've got over that, and that will make 500. That's 1,000. That's 11. So this is 1,600 plus we got 180 on the board. So we got about $1,800 profit right now. We've done paid the $1,000 bankroll back, so we're good on that end. Let me see if I'm just, I guess everybody's out today. Nobody's paying attention. I don't have any viewers. I don't have anybody commenting. That's okay. This is practice. It's practice. All right, so I've got practice going. All right, it's all good. All right, so here's where we stand. We are going to go with we're going to start like we did a while ago. We're going to start with some other sets, some variational sets, so that we can try to go ahead and snipe some of them outside numbers. Now this time I'm going to start with the 3132. That way it's got 2 different numbers. It's got 4 different numbers that's on the primary set, which is the 6, the 8, the 3, and the yoke. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that set first. 3132. Coming out. That's right. We got a 12. That's what we needed last time. Now that's an off axis. But we got the 12 out of the way. That's kind of good because I'm shooting for extremes anyway. So if we're not really shooting for extremes, but I am trying to pick that. I'm trying to hit these extremes early. That was an off axis extreme there. I gotta pay my $10 pass line back up. That's okay. So let's see what really happened then. We did that was a 3132, and we hit 12s. So this, we hit midnight. So that stayed on axis, that one imploded. Alright. 3132, we're going to stay with that set because now it can produce us a yoke and a 3 on axis. That's what we're hoping to get out of this set. There's a 3-3 hard 6. That's a primary hit for this dice set. So we've got our point made. 3-3 primary hard west 6. It's a primary hit. Go ahead and mark that out there. We're going to stay with this set. 3-2-3-6. No, 3-1-3-2. We're staying with it for a moment because we're trying to sharpshoot the ace, the 3 and the 11. The 3 and the 11 is what we're trying to net out of this dice set. And there's a 5-1-6. So that's our point made, right back to back. So we've got 30 on it. It pays 35. And yeah, the place bets work. I wasn't shooting for hard small. When I changed the dice set earlier, it was because I cut the play. It's because I had that lay money up. So actually, I was actually supposed to have reduced this back to right. I don't know why I didn't. It was supposed to be like that. The reason I took it off that 5 while ago is because I was laying money. All Alright, so the 6 just netted a $10 pass line and the $35 win. Alright, so we're on the come out, so we're not working the place bets. Put the 6 in the tracker, and here we go. So we're going with a, now the place bets do not work the come out. So we're going with 3, 1, 3, 2. We're still trying to hit a yo and a 3 off of this dice set. I wonder if everybody must be on the live. That's probably where everybody's at. They're on the live. LFC. 6, 6. We got box cars again for this set. So the right dice is exploding, or imploding. Maybe that's what's happening. What was the set? 3, 1, 3, 6. 3, 1, 3, 2. So the right dice is imploding. So we got a 12 again. No problem. We got to re-up the pass line. Right, 3, 1, 3, 6. No, 3, 1, 3, 2. Trying to snipe off that ace. We're trying to snipe off the 3 and the yo. We've got a 3, 5, 8. So our new point's 8. Place bets we're not working on the come out. So what was our dice set? 3, 1, 3, 2. So that's an on-axis single pitch. Alright, 3, 1, 3, 2. That's on-axis single pitch. So that was on-axis. We're still trying to get 3 in the yo with this set. Four, 2, 6. What's the dice set? 3, 1, 3, 2. So 3, 1. So this is an on-axis 6. Pays 35 again. But now, since we are not netting a bunch of the big numbers yet, let's go ahead and continue our reducing, our regression down to. We don't have to regress. Let's go ahead and press. We're going to go ahead and press the 6 and 8. We'll go ahead and press them up. We've got to drop a quarter to press them. So that's a 6. All right, here we go. 3, 1, 3, 2 on the 6. That's right. 2, 3, 5. All right, we hit a 5. So it pays 49, pays 50 for 1. There's the 1. Mark our 5. And we'll go ahead and press. Let's press the 5 and 9 up. Alright. 3, 1, 3, 2. We're still trying to get a 3 and a yo. 3, 2, 5, right back to back. So it pays 70 this time. We're going to collect that one. We're going to do a press and collect method. That was a 5 again. Alright, so 3, 2, 5 that time. I think the last time it was a 2, 3, 5. But that was an on-axis hit there. Single pitch. We'll go ahead and go back to 3, 2, 3, 6 for a moment. With our place bets working. We've got them pressed up a little bit, so we do want to capitalize on that. See if we can get some inside hits. Then we got our yo. That wasn't the set forward, but we got it. That's a drift. We got our yo. There's our yo. Alright, so we're going to stay with the 3, 2, 3, 6 for a moment. We'll see if we can get one more inside here. And we got a 1, 6, 7, so we could not do it. 36, we imploded our left dice, and it was a 7. So we lost our inside hits trying to press one more time. I was going to press that one more hit, and I was then going to move over to a different set so that I could start trying to shoot and pick off these extremes again. I needed a 9 and 10 for the tall right then, and I needed a 2, 3, and 4 for small. So let's go ahead and look at this. I think everybody is over on the live, so I'm going to go ahead and end my stream right there, so that, because I forgot about the live. Well, this is what we got. So I need $15 right here to have a 500. That's 485 right there. 585, 685, 7, 8, 9, 10, 85, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, $1,685 profit. $1,685 profit. Let me go down here and write that in. $1,685 profit. Let's edit this video. $1,685 on profit. Let's look at the SOR right quick. So the stats. So we had 36 rows. An SOR of 18.0. Not too shabby. The profits is $1,685. You know, somewhere I must have missed a 7. Did I? I had to have. Don't remember where it was at. Or was that my second 7? That was my second shooter. Okay, so that's right. That's right. That's right. Was that my second shooter or third? Regardless, I think that was my third. I have to go back and watch the video. I thought I've been putting the tracker, I thought I've been putting the numbers in it every time. But apparently I missed I'm pretty sure I missed a 7 somewhere. Okay, I know where I missed it because I needed a 12. I needed a 12 and a 9 earlier on the last shooter, and my first come out roll was a 7. So what I've got to do is go add got to go back and add it. So I've made a 7 right there, and then a 12, and then a 6, and then a 6, and then a 12, and then a 8, and then a 6, and then a 5, and another 5, and then a yo, and then the last 7. Alright, so that would get it back right. Okay, so I had 37 rows. I forgot to put 1 7 in. So I have a SOR of 12.3. 12.3. Okay. 12.3. Alright, so that SOR is it's still good. Well, I say it's pretty decent. SOR of 12.3, SRR of 12.3. Inside hits only 45.9%, but I was changing dice sets a lot to try to super snipe on the ATS. So ultimately overall, the aces, the 3s, the 11s, and the 12s, I can't really remember for sure, but I know some of them probably more than not, come because I was shooting for them. Alright, the 6s and the 8s were the dominant, followed with the 6s, and then the 8 and 11 was tied. But then all the other numbers was kind of low, like 3 hits, 3 hits, 3 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits, and 2 hits. So no come out 7s. inside hits is low. Like I said, I was changing die sets a lot. I made a $1,685 profit hitting an all tall small. And so, you know, I could be fairly happy behind, I could be fairly happy behind that move right there. A 12.3 SOR after 37 rolls with a $1,685 profit. Yep, I could be fairly happy behind that. So, you know, on that note, I know the live is probably going on, the LFC, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go back and go ahead and leave this, go ahead and end this here, basically what I'm saying. Because, like I said, there's an LFC going on tonight. I forgot about when I started my live. But anyway, I'm going to end this right here. I'm going to catch up with the LFC. And on that note, Chili from O-Town, dice are out.